It was a Thursday night when everything changed. I had come home early from work, hoping to surprise her, to catch a glimpse of that familiar smile, the one I'd fallen in love with all those years ago. But what I found when I walked through that door would be the beginning of the end of everything I thought I knew. The house was quiet, too quiet. I took off my shoes and, without even thinking, walked toward the living room. That's when I saw her phone lying face up on the coffee table. The screen lit up, and a notification from a messaging app catching my attention. I wasn't snooping, I wasn't looking for anything, but something inside me told me to glance. At it, I picked it up, my heart already racing as I saw a name I didn't recognize. The message was casual, innocent enough on the surface, but I could feel my stomach twist as I read it. Can't wait to see you tonight. I'll be waiting for you like always. My pulse quickened, my breath catching in my throat. I didn't know what to think. Who was this? Was it some kind of mistake? I told myself I was overreacting, but the feeling gnawed at my something inside, telling me to dig deeper. I opened the conversation, and that's when I saw the truth. It wasn't just one message, it was weeks of messages, texts filled with affection, longing, and promises. I could feel the betrayal in every word. My wife, the woman I had loved for years, the woman I had trusted with everything, she had been lying to me. She had been seeing someone else. I couldn't breathe. The air in the room felt thick, suffocating. My world spun as I read each text, each word piercing through me like a knife. It felt like time stopped. Couldn't hear anything except the deafening sound of my own heart shattering. I wanted to confront her. I wanted to yell, to demand answers, to make her feel the hurt she had caused. But I didn't. Instead, I quietly placed her phone back on the table, my hands shaking, my thoughts racing. The questions kept coming, but the answer was clear: she had betrayed me. Without a word, I grabbed my jacket and keys, walked out the door, and left our home. I didn't make a scene. I didn't confront her. I didn't say a thing. I just left. I moved to a small apartment in the city, far away from the life we had built together. I needed space to breathe, to think, but more than anything, I needed to rebuild myself, to find who I was without her. The first few weeks were the hardest. My mind replayed the moments from our time together, the vacations, the dinners, the late-night talks, and I wondered how long she had been lying to me. But I didn't call her, didn't respond to her messages. I didn't look back. I knew I had to let go to find a way to move forward. She had made her choice, and now it was time for me to make mine. I wasn't going to be someone's second choice. A year passed. In that time, I learned to live again. I focused on work, on new hobbies, on meeting new people. Tried to forget about her, about everything we had. The memories didn't hurt as much anymore, though they still lingered at the back of my mind. Like a ghost I couldn't quite shake. And then one night I was walking home from the office. The streets were quiet, the city bustling around me. As I approached my apartment, I saw someone standing outside under the dim streetlight. My first thought was that it was just someone passing by, someone waiting for a ride, or lost in thought. But when I got closer, I froze. Was her. Was standing there, her eyes red from crying, her posture small and defeated. The woman who had once been the center of my world was now a shadow of the person I knew. She looked up when I got closer, her face filled with regret, and I saw the fear in her eyes. I didn't say anything. I didn't move. I just stood there, staring at her. She had the nerve to come back after everything, after what she did. "Can we talk?" Her voice was shaky, desperate. "Please, just let me explain." I shook my head. "Why? What could you possibly say now?" "I know what I did was wrong," she continued, her voice barely above a whisper. "But I didn't realize what I had until it was too late. Made so many mistakes, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything." I was angry. I wanted to yell at her to make her understand the depth of the pain she had caused. But I didn't. I stayed silent. I let her continue. "I can't change what happened, but I can't live with myself knowing I lost you because of my choices. I need you to know I've learned. I've changed. Please forgive me." Her words were soft, filled with desperation, and for a moment, I almost wanted to believe her, but I had learned something over the past year. Forgiveness doesn't come easily, especially when the betrayal runs this deep. You had your chance, I said quietly. You made your choice and so did I, her face twisted with pain. I know, she whispered, but I didn't understand what I had until I lost it. I'm not that person anymore, I said, my voice calm but firm. Can't just forget what happened. Can't pretend that things are the same when they're not. She stepped closer, her hand trembling as she reached out toward me. Please, she begged, please don't walk away. I've changed, but I didn't need to hear any more. I had changed too. I had spent a year rebuilding myself, finding strength I didn't know I had. I had learned to love myself again. I looked at her one last time. The woman who had once been everything to me now seemed like a stranger. Goodbye, I said, my voice steady, and I turned away as I walked. Away, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. I wasn't angry anymore. I wasn't bitter. I was free. She had made her choice, and I had made mine.